secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. For the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tatum. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Leaves it with the running back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 after the 20.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Sooner. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a crease. It's Berry. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quickly out to the tight end. Still running at the 40. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. LSU quick to the line. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. And in an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
The Tigers are on the move.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. LSU lining up first and goal. Strike through the air for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And it's no good. Had a chance to tie it and couldn't do it. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going over the top. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, LSU! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Coming out with it, it's Kearney. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. We've had some early action here as they take over, trailing 13-7. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on second and long from the 10. On the run, it's Robinson. Finds a crease at the 20. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. And a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Mateer. Takes a shot. Complete to the left. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Tatum. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Fired in there, but incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Guys, LSU has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. To the air, it's Mateer. Throws to the tight end. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. The jet sweep pass. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Gonna run it. It's Dura. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. LSU right back to the line. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
He's taking the shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They'll go to the toss. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good game for this offense.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, LSU!
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on fourth down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try the right side. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense. And this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Under fire. Trying to beat the D deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To throw, it's Mateer. Floating away. He'll pull it down. Turning it on. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Leaves it with the back. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out of it.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Ott. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
Bug me windshield. That's what happens when you have a big running back like this. You just see people bounce off. He just breaks tackles, continues to keep his feet moving. You better get all 11 guys to the football if you want to get him to the ground.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Mateer. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Oklahoma! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the ground with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. Take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab at the 30. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you...
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. For this Sooner offense to go back to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
They feed him again. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot, It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Converts on 4th down, still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He breaks a tackle. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Mateer. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Fires downfield. Finds the big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Touchdown Sooners! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going right to work up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's buried. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Finds space on the right. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Anderson. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. On the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Number 34, set to kick this one away.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that...
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 37-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Give to the running back. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Look, it's a nice gain, but I don't know if it's worth the seconds they're losing on the game clock. In this type of situation, you've got to be throwing at least to the first down markers, or you got to be throwing to the sidelines to get out of bounds.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Kent. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Now, 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. In this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Got a man. It's Ott. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. The give to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really
folks, one of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the one and only Autzen Stadium. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Ducks will kick this deep to start us off. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone. They'll begin the drive at the 25. Using his legs, it's Davis. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Oh, the defense is missing out on opportunities. Got the home crowd, a lot of energy, and they're giving up big plays like this. Not ideal way to get a game started.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Now the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Makes a quick catch. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Try and muscle for the first down. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. 4th down. He's throwing for it. This will call incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's incomplete. Almost a disastrous play here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up second down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And the completion made. Gets some space around the 30. They finally make the stop, but a chunk play there moves the ball inside the 10. So the offense really clicking here. 3 plays, and suddenly it's 1st and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Handoff to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Picks up a few yards there, and that's going to wrap up the first. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. And he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. This will be down in the opponent's end near midfield. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. He hauls it in at the 25, still running. Forced out of bounds after a big game. This offense set up for the 1st down. All of a sudden, that one explosive play has set the offense up inside the red zone. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Caught in the flat by the running back. 0 running room. Stuck right at the line of scrimmage.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, you get a throw for the 1st down. Grabbed by the receiver. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call. The Ducks will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Pass caught, can he get in? And he scores! Touchdown, Ducks!
Chris, unbelievable execution. They get a touchdown on the board, and Autzen Stadium is rocking. You know, they only have about 60,000 people inside this stadium. I would argue it's as loud as any stadium in the country. When you put a touchdown on the board like that, this place becomes electric.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So the first play of the drive Looking for some space. It's Davis. That run takes it across the 30-yard line. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Important second down play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Aggies.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size. He's got the speed. He's a difficult matchup. And here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. We've got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. He hands it off from the gun. Past the 45. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. The pass rush closing in. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Now the defense goes with that nickel, gives him more speed on the field, and I think they did a nice job of taking every option this quarterback had, nowhere to go with the football, and eventually they get the sack.
Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield to the left. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking deep to the right side. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Short completion there. Second down coming up. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Taking a deep shot here to the right, and it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by...
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's another deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. You talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
Automatic on the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. It's a sack. They've got it back at the 4-yard line. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Boy, a risky call here. Close to their own goal line. They're lucky they did not give up a safety in 2 points.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looks left and finds his target there.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Defense is coming after him. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Moves out of the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. He lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Faithful Ducks offense retakes the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking right, this one caught. Oh, he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Ducks. And they jump on top here in the second half.
Well, that's his second touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Number 17, set to advance on the play.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
But how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking deep downfield to the left. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, and another incompletion.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
And he finds his tight end for the catch. Touchdown, Oregon. They connect for 6. That's another strike from his quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Texas A&M
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Linebacker shifting around now. Handoff to the back. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
Boy, the option keeper here for a big gain for this Texas A&M quarterback. And reminiscent of a guy like Johnny Manziel, who could do so much damage when he played for Texas A&M. But they've had others, going back to Bucky Richardson and Reggie McNeil. Great history and tradition at College Station with those athletic quarterbacks.
The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking to throw here. Tries to get it to the running back. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Touchdown, Aggies. The big tight end would not be denied. What a play.
Man, that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Off target with the throw, incomplete.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. A quick throw to the right. Picked off, a crucial turnover. He's bringing it back.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This offense cannot be stopped.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
Now they'll empty the backfield on this 2-point conversion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he makes the catch. That two-point try levels the game here in the late stages. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. Interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Gets made on the out route. He's found some room at the 45. They make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk of yardage on that play. So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. And looking to throw now on first down. On the move now. Going to try to use his legs here. And he decides to step out of bounds, avoiding the contact. Doesn't have enough for the first down.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The sure hands. It's Hunt. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Can he make it to the marker? And the defense smothers him for no gain. Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on fourth down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Moves out of the pocket. So the clock has stopped, and we've reached the last 2 minutes here. And to begin the drive here, set up at the 30. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They look to throw it here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Davis. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. He could go. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. 1st and 10 now for the offense. He's looking to throw. Pressure is coming. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time. Threw it behind the receiver.
Man, this quarterback is a stud. I looked at him all week and thought he had a chance to light up the scoreboard. But if the defense can put that kind of pressure on him, that's how you slow him down today.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, Boy, this guy is having a day you just dream about as a quarterback. Another big completion. Now, give the offensive line a lot of credit, the receivers, everybody doing their job, and this quarterback now is over 450 yards on the game.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fights up a defender. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Ducks. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
What a job by this offense to get this go-ahead score with such little time left. I loved how they managed the clock, managed the situation. They score, and now you give your opponent such little time to have a chance to come back and tie this game up.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee here, trying to preserve as much time as possible. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down. They've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And it falls incomplete, the final play of the game as time runs out. That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA